Hey, this is Ron. You know I'm not totally naked. I was just gonna go take a shower. I have shorts on and stuff. You ladies would love to find out, wouldn't you? And you guys that work both ways. I only work one way, and that's with me. End of story. But I was checking because Ukraine wants more airplanes. More fighters, right? Well, we can't give them to them, and Poland can't give them to them, NATO can't give them to them. Well, how about you put a bunch of MiG-15s or 16s or whatever they already got, the older school ones, and say, hey, put them on eBay for sale, pick up only in Poland or wherever, or on the backside of Belarus, for sale for $1,000. Then they bought them, they own them, and yeah, pick up only, like eBay does, or like Big Iron, you know. Hey, we got this, here's the stuff, but you come and get it, and you come and haul it, you take it away. Here they are in another country. Sell them to them, $1,000 a piece. Then you have nothing to say about it. Let them have their stuff. I was looking at the internet. I don't know. This is off of Wiki information of lost aircraft. Russia's lost more aircraft. Basically, is it a no-fly zone? Russia's got all these anti-aircraft missiles. Well, Russia's losing as many frickin' goddamn aircraft as Ukraine. You know, they got crap tons, but apparently they don't know what they're doing with them. But here's the kicker. This is what was just posted today. The largest carrier jet, you know, that just hauls loads back and forth, the Antov AV-228, was a joint effort between, it's been around 20 some years, between Russia, you know, Ukraine, and they used it to ship supplies between each other before psycho, scumbag, communist, Russian dirtball, you know who it is. I'm walking into Ukraine and taking over because now it's a Democrat bite me in the shit. Just like when they went and took over frickin' Crimea, when another Democrat named Obama was there. They walked in, took over Crimea and stuff, and nobody did nothing. Well, then Trump was in office, they didn't touch shit. The minute Bite Me is in office, they're already piled up, and they come in and they go try to take over Ukraine, but Ukraine is free, and they don't want Russia shit. They all live through Russia stuff. But here's all the loss of life, and oh man, give them some freaking airplanes. Sell them to them on eBay. It can be done. And leave them wherever. And send their pilots. We got old frickin' jets sitting here in America that can fly. Put them on eBay, sell them to fucking Ukraine for $1,000 a piece, and have them come get them and come take them and fly them away. And they got to pay for their fuel and stuff. Why not? Oh, there ain't no way, NATO, screw NATO. NATO's, and Bite Me just got done talking today about how I'm shutting off all the imports of Russian fuel and stuff. The only reason he did that, so he could take the frickin' his own Democrat Congress and Republicans together had a bill going through today that was going to make it a law that we can't buy any more of that freaking blood-stained fucking fuel. Pardon my language. And, I got to take the credit for Joe Bite Me and his little Greenpeace scumbags running his puppet freaking wires. Even his own freaking Democrat communist scumbags aren't that communist. But, Bite Me went, I'm shutting off all the import. He had no choice. He had no choice. By 5 p.m. Eastern Time this evening, it would have been passed by both houses and Democrats and Republicans and voted on no more paying for Russian oil. Okay, so there you go. But Biden's like, oh yeah, we're doing that, and I'm taking care of that, and that's why gas is on. Well, we never shut it off till today. Why are gas prices up 70 cents in the last week and a half, and we never shut off any oil from Russia yet? Until like an hour ago. Think about it. But here's what. People dying and stuff me bomb now. Give them freaking planes. The no-fly zone ain't gonna go, but give them freaking planes to fly, make them buy them. Don't give it to them. I said, sell them to them on eBay for $1,000, and you come pick them up and buy them wherever, and you gotta take it. No delivery, pickup only. But here's what sucks. This is what I just saw. If you know what that is, I got videos of dudes flying quadcopters. That's the largest cargo plane ever made on the planet. The Antov, AN-225. They call it a Mira or something at the end. The gargantuan, huge cargo. It is a work of art, even though it was built with Russia and Ukrainians. Designed this gargantuan, largest freaking air carrier, cargo carrier on the planet. Well, what it states right here, I don't know is total truth. It says, yeah, it was Ukrainians did it while they were, with Russia. The Antonov, it says the Antonov AN-225 Minya was destroyed on the ground and in Gostinel Airport by Russian fire. I've never seen any proof of it yet, but that was one beautiful setup of technology, man, just freaking giant. I'll post some links. The Antonov, the only one of its kind between Ukraine and Russia, before Russia said, we're taking over the freedom Ukraine. Well, it's been, I don't know, I think it's been fine 20 years. But it might be a little longer than that, man. That thing was amazing. It's so freaking huge. It states on Wikipedia that basically Russia destroyed the Antonov AN-225 while it was on the ground. Not doing anything, not hurting anything, not carrying cargo. Just went after it. If that's true, I'll find out. I have to wait and see. But I'll post a few links. Well, if that Antonov is gone, that's how evil communists are. Take away some of the most beautiful things designed by humans on a planet and just destroy them. Well, psycho nutcase is, you got free lines so you get out of Ukraine if you want to escape, and then they're bombing them while they're frickin' going down and they landmine the frickin' road. Yeah, there's your communist. Well, welcome to the club. You voted in your communist. Frickin' bite me and cunt Mala. There's your communist. You voted them in. You know what we're getting now. Ooh, hope you're... Yeah, look how rich I am. Look at how many payments you got and what you got. And you got to pay for, and your budget for all your big fancy $80,000 vehicles, all this shit on what you make. Yeah, and it costs gas to pay for that, to run them. You better have at least $5,000. If you $100,000, you better have $5,000 to spare every frickin' month, or you're gonna go down by from these lying communist scumbags. Oh, the gas price is so high now because they just shut the gas off from frickin' Russia today. It's been shut off since the day Bite Me showed up and shut down every federal lease to 50% of its capability. Before Bite Me showed up, that you communists voted in, we were making enough fuel to power everyone in America and pay $2.18 a gallon for gas. Propane was 70 cents. Plenty of fertilizer and all this other fossil fuel stuff that farmers need to feed you idiots in the cities. And guess what? Biden shut it all down. Federal leases. Oh, we got all these federal leases. Yeah, they bought them up. Nobody's drilled them. And the federal bite me owns control over a lease, just like if a farmer leases ground or you lease a frickin' apartment. The owner of the AO has full control over it. And they can change the lease at any time, it says in the fine print. Well, bite me and shit shut every frickin' federal lease and the 5 miles around every federal leased oil producing area, shut them down to 50% or below. So you'd have to buy electric and solar and your Green New Deal, fly airplanes off a battery. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you want fuel prices to go right down to $2.20 again? Get after your communists, bite me, you scumbag communists voted in, and get after your Congress people that maybe want to get reelected in November of this year, and tell them, open up and let them go full bore on the existing leases. I said, get the new Keystone XL pipeline built. Ain't going to do squat. That'll take 2 years. The original Keystone pipeline runs right through my property, my family's property, and it is shut down. It's only running 30% of sand crude, which pumps a crap load. 30% because, bite me, and their leases, yeah, he has control of leases. Oh, we didn't shut it off, but we cut it down, yeah. The original Keystone that's been here since 2010 or 11, or around there somewhere, 30%. Fire that baby wide open and bring it out of Canada. There's your 3% we've been buying from Russia in the first place. And we were totally energy efficient and selling fuel at $2.18 a gallon. We were selling natural gas. We were selling frickin' propane. We were selling refined gasoline because we are the largest refining AO that does it clean. Oh, let's get oil from Saudi Arabia or Venezuela now. And they want clean energy. We are the highest regulated refining area on the planet with the least amount of emissions in refining fossil fuels. And we're going to go from fossil fuels in 2 years to electric, when electric don't even exist. Your battery in your car won't even frickin' work for frickin' more than a year or two. Get it? And if you got an electric car, good luck. What happens when it's 10 below like it's going to? Well, it's going to get down to 0 below in another day. It's cold. Batteries, lithium-ion batteries don't really work at all. They only work at 30% when it's below like 55 frickin' degrees Frankenstein. So you gotta have heaters, so what do you got? Another 12-volt wet cell battery, or 24 or 25 volts, or 48 volts to warm the other batteries so your car will start to move. To warm up the lithium-ion batteries that need to be warmed up first. Check out the design of all your Teslas and shit for cold weather. Just turn on what we had on the day before Bite Me and Cut Mala Hairless took over and shut down. Well, we don't need to dig any more wells. We have all the injured trucks through here, all the way to do it. They shut it down to 50% or less to make you all go to Green energy. What? Green energy don't work yet. Yeah, green energy is great when it works. When they get the tech, we don't have it. And now look what the boat you're in. You're going to be paying $5 a gallon for gas shortly. Hope you're not on a budget, you rich scumbags that voted in. Oh yeah, I'm on a budget and I bought all these brand new vehicles and got all these payments and shit. 2 years ago, before Bite Me took over, when Trump was in, and now, boo, your food, everything is doubling. Hope you figured that out, these dumb scumbags. All right, but here I'll show you a picture if I click on. I hope this is not true. It's just an airplane, but it's one of a kind. I'll link videos. The Antonov A225, whatever. Wow, it was amazing. I think it's been around for maybe 30 years. That's the photo of it, and here it says, by Ukrainian civil aircraft destroyed. The world's largest aircraft, Antonov AN-225 MRYA, is destroyed in the ground at Gostomel Airport by Russia fire. UK boo announced. Well, I don't know if that's, I sure hope that's not true, but that's a psychotic communist. That's what they do. And that's what the psychotic communists you voted in, you frickin' Democrats or scumbags or Greenpeace, you voting in communists, you're getting what you frickin' voted for. I hope that Antonov is not dead, and I'm gonna post a few links of just like dudes flying quadcopters on it from America, from a few years past. Oh wow, Russia destroyed one of them. Yeah. Oh, this psycho. You know who I'm talking about. I have to mention names. It's more like Joe Bite Me and COMMYS-I, and they're just puppets. It's the little squad. It's the squad running the whole frickin' show. Well, finding out even Democrats, communists that you voted in, you dumb Democrat, so-called whatever, they're finding out even you're not communist. I said Chinese is a communist country, but 99.99% of the country is not communist. It's just the government scumbags that run it. And that's what you're doing. You voted in communists. Now you're paying for it. No, they're not Democrats. They're communists, and you voted them in. Now you're going to deal with it. Hope you can make your payments, you uber-rich scumbags, from a year and a half ago. When Trump was in, and all this shit and super low interest rates and everything was going up. And then COVID hit and everything, and still made it. Guess what? You're going to go down. If you don't got a couple grand extra every month, you ain't going to make your payments. You're going to lose your shit. You voted these communist scumbags in. And this war in Ukraine has nothing to do with the oil prices, because they just shut it off today, and we never needed anybody's freaking oil or shit when Trump was in. We were selling 30% of our ability to the worldwide and making money on it. And you had good jobs and everything was working. And then you voted in the communists because Biden's going to stop COVID. What do they do? Make you wear masks and shit for the last year and a freaking half. That don't work. Mandate vaccines that don't work. Total truth. See if YouTube blocks me on this shit again. Total truth. Vaccines do not stop the spread of freaking COVID. Masks do not stop the spread of COVID. It's a freaking, such as N95 ain't gonna stop it. Because you gotta mix around your shit. And if you're gonna wear N95, it has to be perfectly fit and custom made to do, and you don't mess with the N95. I painted with urethane with a full respirator, an 105. I wouldn't even touch a paint gun with anything of urethane, because if those particles get in your lungs, they never go away and they lock it up. N109 full respirator. N95 ain't gonna be shit. Get it? But yeah, I hope the Antonov was not destroyed, because I'm an airplane and quadcopter and stuff guy from way back from the old Sopwith Camel. It's awesome. But yeah, that's what it says right here. And in Wikipedia and the Antov, they said it was destroyed on the ground. They said it was destroyed on the ground, not even flying anything. No cargo helping Ukraine. It was just destroyed on the ground by Russian communist scumbags, just like the communist American scumbags you fucking morons voted in. There you go. I gotta post this. Yeah, let's see if I get my third strike. I should. Everything I got the 2 first strikes for was misinformation and now, while I said the whole month I was locked out, all the truth comes out, and they tell that I was exactly telling the truth, and these scumbag communists running YouTube and shit are freaking knocking. Oh, you're lying. No, I'm not. All the data proves exactly what I stated. Now this I'm saying could be or could not be. And I'm not copyright infringing on Wiki. It's open source to public. There's no copyright infringement, but that's what it looks like. But you can't imagine how big that is. I will post a couple videos so you can see what the Antonov was. It was pretty rustic, but man, was it awesome. It's still, well, I hope it's still around, but they say Russia destroyed it on the ground when it wasn't even flying any cargo or doing anything. Just parked on the ground trying to save it, because it was Ukrainian design, but with Russia. The largest cargo plane ever on this earth. And it was pretty rustic, but pretty cool. And it was still fine. They said Russia just blew it up on the ground because they could. Because that's what communists do, destroy everything. If they can't get their way, they just keep destroying and destroying and destroying everything around them till they get their way. But guess what? They never get their way, so they never stop destroying. You ever notice communists and Democrats and the Green, they destroy everything around them. They never make anything better. They always destroy shit and make it work. You get what you vote for. All right, man. I'll put this up, and I'm going to post a couple links of the Antonov, just from YouTube, which is open source stuff, from guys flying quadcopters around them and inside them, if I can find them, all right? Oh, and I wanted to make a quick night of it, but, I hope they didn't destroy that plane. That's communist shit. I can't have it. You got something we don't have now, and fuck it, I'm going to destroy you. There's your communists. And you know how many Americans are like that? 49% of Americans are freaking crybaby communist scumbags. 51% aren't. But, yeah, 51% of the communists voted out of the 49%, get it? You vote them in, you got it. Now you're living it. Hope you got a whole bunch of money in savings, you communist scumbags that voted for these pieces of crap. And the Green New Deal. Because you're going to be losing your ass shortly. You think shit's expensive now? It's going to keep going up. And going up and going up. And interest rates are coming up too. Woo! Freaking morons. Just never get it till you lose everything. There you go. I love you all anyway. I love the best for everybody. I hope you communists burn in fucking hell. Not even funnier. Fuck you communists. You vote in the communists, fuck you scumbags. and your free fucking commie money, and ooh, look over it. Yeah, you're gonna be eating shit real quick. You better hope they all get voted out in November 2022 by humans that have a brain that aren't communists. Take over the frickin' Senate and the House, and then we can override your communist president and your all scumbag hairless that are just puppets for the squad. You know who they are, you fuckers. You know exactly who the squad is, because you're communists, and they're communist scumbag. And watch what's happening to your country, and watch what's happening to you in your life, and your income, and your stuff. You're going to be eating it fast as shit, because you get what you vote for. I'm doing fine. I was already ready for this. I knew it was coming. I'm hanging all right. Yeah, it's going to hit me in a pocketbook. I got to cut down. I can't go. Once COVID's done, I can't go fly to China now. I don't have enough money. I got to keep it saved up and pay for my fuel and my food. But it's only me. I'll show you a secret in about a month. It's going to be cool. I was ready for this the minute the communists took over a year ago, and I busted my ass and, made a lot of money on the side that, and paying taxes on that I didn't show or make videos of working, not just on my stuff, work on everybody's stuff, because I know what's coming. I need to pay my shit off now before I get in a world of hurt. Show you in a month or two. All right? Oh, bunny ears -1. Communists. You voted them in. You got them. Hello. And gas prices this high is not because we just shut off Russia's oil we're importing. We never had to use Russia's oil when Trump was in office. And we were shipping 20 to 30% of our oil and stuff abroad. Now we're importing it from Russia. Now we're going to go import it from Saudi Arabia or maybe Iran or Venezuela. When all you got to do is turn the spigots back on here in the United States, and we can make 3% is all we're losing. We could go up to 100% of what we were making a year and a half ago. And fuel would go right back down to $2 and 68 cents, and over time it'd go down to $2.16. This future's playing in the big government. Shut off our oil. The big giant oil companies. Well, you got to shut your production down to 50%. Well, where do they go? Okay, we'll go all you bite me communists, because we don't have to fight with you. We shut our stuff down to 50%, and what do? They raise their price 50% to make up for the 50% volume they're not able to process and sell. Hello. Play the game, snowflakes. Oh, snowflakes are brain dead, and so are communists. They're just they're nuts. But yeah, there you go. I'll let you know what happens. I hope they did not destroy that plane, but that's the last thing that really matters. But as I'm an aeronautics and quadcopter guy and stuff, it was rustic as hell, but man, is it awesome. And one big, beautiful thing to see. I'll put a few links. I hope it's not destroyed, but that's what communists do. If I can't have it, you're not going to have it either. Sound like my ex-frickin' wife. The first one, not the second one. Not the Chinese one. The American communist psycho bitch from frickin' hell. Give me all the money. Your money's my money, and my money... Oh, yeah, her money was her money, but my money was her money, too. Hey, pay for all that, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm working, but yeah, I'm taking all my money and hiding it. And then I'm embezzling from you, too, also. You know who you are, Jan. Cool as shit. Came out in court. Still fucking had to take her to the Supreme Court of the state of Nebraska to just finalize a frickin' divorce with no kids or nothing. And I ate like 50 freaking grand. And that's why next month it's going to be cool. I'll show you. No, I ate 50 freaking grand myself. She walked scot-free. And still want to try to take more from you. What? Huh? You can look it up. It's in Nebraska records. Right to go to the Supreme Court of the state of Nebraska. And all of a sudden, oh, maybe I'll quit being a nutcase. Yeah, I love you. No, I love her. Yeah, just people around her were filling her full of bullshit. And she believed them. Instead of using her own mind and seeing with her own eyes. And bipolar will do that too. So, no harm, no foul. I'll show you. I'll be all right. But yeah, lives matter so much. Just pay attention to you. You might not be around tomorrow. If you make a mistake, don't assume you're going to be around. Some other scumbag can take you out in a heartbeat. Like that. Make sure the people you love, you let them know it. Alright? I've been gone like that. More than once. A few times. It's no bullshit. But if that's all you're worried about, nobody will face facts. Humans don't want to see reality like they could be gone that quick. Think about it. It's a true fact. Every human dies. You just don't know when, where, how, or what. But guaranteed, every human's going to die. Your energy might not have to, but every human body is going to die. And nobody, you mentioned that at a family gathering or between friends? Watch them wig out on you. Especially the communists. Now we're going to be around forever. I'm going to live forever. And I'm going to have all this money. And look at it. Yeah. Oh, this cracked me up. Take care. Peace. Love. Have a heart. I explain it. Turn on the pipelines. Turn on this shit. We don't need to build anymore. Just bite me. He's like, Just open up. Take away the regulations Bite Me did the first day and let all the frickin' equipment that is here using government land and privateering land leased, just turn it open and go for it broke. And not limited to 50%. And watch how fast. All the infrastructure's here. 2 weeks they can have these refineries and the lines running like a big dog because they laid off all these techs that do this weren't needed anymore. Took away awesome high-tech jobs. They can have this up and running in 2 weeks right here in America. Fracking can be going if they know they're not going to be shut down in another 2 months. Again. That's your communist scumbag. Total truth.